Aquarius, hey, it's a Scorpio Stellium. We're going to take a look at your predictions for the week of November 29th. Coming into this first week of December, hallelujah, we've almost made it to the end of 2020. At the end of this reading, I am going to do a pick a card for what message you need to hear this week. So stay tuned for that, and I will try to break down these readings as clearly and succinctly as I can. Let's see what we have for you, Aquarius. All right, reversed Fool, reversed Death, reversed High Priestess. 3 major arcana cards reversed. That is some ungrounded, unstable kind of energy going on, isn't it? Isn't it? Can you just hear my Southern coming out right now? Because I just said, isn't it? Okay, reverse Fool, reverse Death, reverse High Priestess. What's going on inside of you is a fear of an ending, a fear of failure. We see that because, and I can break down the whole, way my mind works with this, but seeing the Death card in the middle, this is talking about endings, holding back the ending, not being an ending, not wanting the ending to happen. And then the reverse High Priestess, this is a denying the intuition, denying the gut, not wanting to face something, not wanting to face the secrets, the realities, the undercurrent, the energy that's going on that you feel. And then the reverse Fool. So here's where you continue to repeat mistakes. So I'm feeling like you have this fear of something coming to an ending and you're trying to maybe stave off that energy, something that you don't want to have end. That you may be feeling like you're approaching some kind of transition and you're not liking that energy. You also, with the reversed Fool, it makes me think cyclical. The Fool is the 0 in the major arcana, which goes around and around, right? And when we see the Fool upright, it's more like this energy of, yeah, I'll try that. Cool. Yeah, I've got my mind open, whatever happens, it's fine. You also have to understand that it's associated with the planet Uranus, and Uranus is radical change. It's that change that just comes in and shakes everything up. So having it reversed is talking more about negative change or internal change. But seeing it with all these cards, it does feel like a very internal process to me, because also the High Priestess is an internal kind of thing. It's an instinctual thing. So I think you have this fear of this a change. You have a fear of things ending in your life. So the next line here is the reverse 9 of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles, and the reverse 8 of Pentacles. This is very work and money related. I know we always want to hear about love, but this is not talking about love. With a whole line of Pentacles, there's no way I can spin that, or that I even want to spin that into love. At least not in this first go round. When we go back and clarify, we may see another layer of meaning, but right now it's money. And I'm fearing here that there is some type of, you have savings, you've got money. Money's okay right now. That's the 10 of Pentacles. You may even be getting money from family. You may have a backup plan of some kind. You may be building some wealth. But it looks like with the reversed 8 of Pentacles that work is suffering, and that you are not feeling like you're building up to what you need to be building up to. It feels like it's coming too slow. It feels like there's not enough. It feels like, all of this kind of financial stuff is a concern for you. Whether you actually see that happen in your life is another story. I don't think you're going to see it happen. I don't think you're going to see some big loss of money. I think maybe some little, ebbs and flows. This might be an ebb kind of period, but I don't think it's happening. I think it's your concern over it. So because of the fact that I see the 10 of Pentacles upright in the middle of this, and that's actually the card that's in the middle of the whole spread, I'm going to say that if you're concerned about finances, this is probably something that you need to just let ride. Just ride through this. We're coming into the holiday season. Everybody is strapped for cash. I mean, maybe there's those few people that are just like rolling in dough that don't think about it, but most of us are strapped for cash. It's that time of year. And I think that you need to just try to realize that this is a cycle and it's nothing for you to be too scared of. When I go back and clarify, I'm going to take a look at that a little bit more though, and see if there's anything that you need to be on the lookout for, because again, Tarot is a predictive tool. We don't do tarot just because we're curious, you know, curiosity killed the cat, right? We don't do it for that purpose. We do it so that we can see the things that we may not like and that we may want to change, and we can take action over them, right? Okay, so the next line, reversed Eight of Cups, Queen of Swords, reversed Page of Swords. So what I've got here, I think, is hearkening back to the beginning of the reading, the fear of change. Because here we see with the reversed Eight of Cups that you don't want to walk away from something. You don't want to leave it, and it feels too emotional for you to do that. However, logically, here's the Queen of Swords, you do think something needs to change. Something needs to be done. So what do you do about it? Reverse Page of Swords. You choose to either engage in childish conversation, or you choose to not engage in conversation. You may just pull it back, you know, and give the cold shoulder, which is more what this feels like with the Queen of Swords. So that's kind of your way of handling it. And I don't know that that's, I'm not here to cast judgment. I'm just telling you what I see. Okay, so let's take a look at this first line. What's your fear of changing and endings is about? Okay. Okay, so I have the Ace of Pentacles and the reversed Nine of Cups. It seems like there's some opportunity that was a wish that you had, something that you really, really wanted to happen, and you wanted to see it grow, and you're not having that fulfilled. It's not going the way that you thought it would go. It's not growing the way that you thought it would grow. And that's seems more mental, but let's pull a few more cards. I wonder how much of this is in your head and you overthinking it, and how much of it is reality. But remember, not every reading is going to resonate every time, because they are general readings. So if this reading doesn't resonate, go to a website like astro.com and check your moon and your rising sign as well. So as I say this, as I'm going, I wonder how much of this is in your head. I pull the Eight of Swords, which is in tarot the quintessential "this is all in your head" card. So if you are worried about this is not going the way that you think it should go, and so now you're gonna like play some little, we can create worlds of stories in our head, and I think that is what is going on right now. I think that you're creating this story in your head that is not going the way that you thought it was gonna go, and so therefore maybe it's gonna end, maybe it's not gonna work out, maybe I should just let go of that. I don't know that that's really what you need to do. I see it as being very, very mental. Okay, let's take a look at the second line with finances. What more do you need to know about that? Okay, Four of Cups gives me the feeling that you might be getting a little burned out or a little bored with work. That's actually, it literally fell on top of the reversed Eight of Pentacles, which is about, you know, I don't want to do work. I don't feel like it. So I think that you're getting to that point. I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it either. I understand. I don't want to do it either. Not this other work. Okay, and the reverse Four of Pentacles. So we have two fours. That is, those cards are about stabilizing, all right? Having the reverse Four of Pentacles, it seems to me like things are probably stable for you, like I said, but you are just not feeling it. Like, you just don't want to do it. And you have to be, you know, sometimes we just got to do shit we don't do, right? We don't want to do, right? It's just the truth of the matter. Okay, and then this last line talking about you don't want to walk away from it. So instead, you choose to kind of do cold shoulder business. I have the Seven of Cups. Okay, Seven of Cups is like, it feels like when things go sour in your mouth, right? Like, it feels like you are letting this affect the relationship, when I think that a better approach should be taken. I think that this is very much something that needs to be verbalized. The conversation needs to be had, because I have the Ace of Swords, which is talking about truth. And sometimes truth hurts. A lot of times truth hurts. You know, it's why people go around and lie to each other. So if you are in this situation, instead of giving the cold shoulder or not engaging in that conversation, you need to have this moment where you let it out. This is where I'm at. And I think that will actually result in temperance, which is, you know, moderating things being more calm, things being restored to their right place, to their, not status quo in a bad way, but actually, you know, their equilibrium. That's what I'm looking for. Things will be restored to equilibrium if you can just have those conversations. So let's go ahead and look at your pick a card for what message you need to hear. While I'm shuffling, I would love it if you are not subscribed, if you would subscribe and hit the notification bell if you like this reading, and drop me a comment, say hello, because guess what? I always respond to my comments. All right, let's see what we have. I have card 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. So you pause if you need to, but I'll jump into it. And also let me know, I feel like I talk too fast. So if you feel like I need to slow the hell down, just tell me. You can tell me. I can take it. Okay. So for card 1, I have the reverse King of Cups. Somebody who is offering you some type of love, attention, affection is not sincere. It's not that they're being nasty or lying, but it's like superficial. It's like they are just giving you lip service. They don't really want to be in it for the long haul. It's sparkly, it's pretty, but it's not what it looks like. For card number 2, I have the reversed 4 of Wands. This is tough. If you feel like you're looking for a reconciliation, a celebration, if you are looking for everything to just kind of come out nice, right? That's showing it's either delayed or it's not happening. So it's telling you like, hey, sweetie, don't hold your breath. And then for card 3, the 9 of Wands, this is defensiveness. What are you being defensive about? I think that this really fits well with the reading. Are you being defensive about things that are really worth your time to struggle over mentally? Is it your own paranoia? Is it your own mind doing this to you? Could you look at this in a different way and it be something else, you know? So your defensiveness is because you've been scarred before. I get that. But that doesn't mean that it's going to serve you in the future. So thank you for watching, Aquarius. I'll see you again next week.